Hi, so it's been a little over 2 weeks since I completed my first ultra ride. I did 600 miles in less than 3 days, and basically I'm here to talk about what I learned and what I do differently and what I do the same in the future. My first tip is making sure you're happy sitting on your bike for a long time. I was doing anywhere between 12 and 24 hours in the saddle pretty much. And 100 miles, fine, easy. 200 miles, fine, easy. 300 miles, didn't feel a thing. Got to 400 miles, started to ache a bit. Yeah, saddle started to wear a bit. 500 miles became more uncomfortable. Last 30k, last 20 miles of the ride, very uncomfortable. So what have I learned is basically time in the saddle, and two, I'm gonna have to change my position just a little bit. It needs to be altered just a tad to make me more comfortable. So if you're gonna do one of these things, make sure that you are really comfortable in the saddle. I was okay for the first 2/3, but after that, something that went really well was my support team. And I cannot stress, if you're going to do one of these rides where you're just going to be cycling and you're going to be supported by others, make sure you have a team that works well for you. Okay, I was so lucky. I had Sam on my side, and Sam's ex-military. He's super organised. He is an ultra runner, so he goes out for fun and runs anywhere between 50 and 100 miles. And it worked perfectly. I would rock up to a stop station, lean forward, and he'd just put new food in my pockets, take all the rubbish out. I'd stop, he'd have hot food on the go. He would, when I got one puncture, he just was instantly there to swap out the old inner tube with the new one when I got to a stop station, so that I always had a spare with me. I cannot stress enough, having a good support crew makes your life easy. It means when you stop, you do not think about anything. You can just chill out, relax, and you are done. Number three, campervan. If I was to do this again, I would have a campervan. Oh my God, we did it in a Ford Fiesta and had everything crammed in there. There was enough kit and food and everything for three of us, and it was jammed. It was tight on the way home. It was hard on the way up there because you had to root through everything if you ever needed to find something different. It was difficult. So if I was to do this again, campervan. Also, sleeping in a car, uncomfortable. We eventually, for one of the nights, got a travel lodge because we just all needed a proper mattress to sleep on. And if we had a camper van, it means that at any one of the stop points, any one of us could have just been in a proper blacked out room, sleeping really comfortably. It means I would have probably spent a lot less time resting because I think my rest would have been much higher quality. So if I'm doing it again, camper van all the way. Number four, hot food. That made a huge difference. It's something I would do again. It's something I'll do on any big ultra rides, like multi-day rides, is hot food. Again, I had Sam there cooking it for me, which always made things easy, but it was wonderful. So I'd been eating like Sorin and gels and gelatine and whatever, all the things you fit into your pockets. When you pull up at a rest stop, then all you want to do is eat proper food. And having soup or beans on toast or anything like that, perfect. Number five, showers. This was Sam's idea. I wasn't planning on showering for 3 days. I was just going to jump in a lock after I'd finished once we were in Scotland and wash off. But my God, did that make a difference. It freshens you up. We stopped off at a services once where there were showers and just dived in and scrubbed down for like 5 minutes, and it makes you feel so fresh. If you have it before you want to go to sleep, you can it allows you to sleep better. If you want to have one in the middle of the day or after you've done, like, I don't know, 150 miles on the bike and you still want to do another 100 miles, it just wakes you up, it makes you feel normal, it starts the whole process again. So if you can have a shower, and then it makes you feel like you're starting the day again, and it means you feel like you've got loads more energy, and it's wonderful. So I can't stress enough how much of a difference a shower made. If I was going to be in a camper van, I'd have one of those hang up solar showers and just, you know, quick wipe down with some running water. Perfect. So tip 5, definitely have a shower. Number 6, raising money for things. I'd never raised any money for any charities before this. I'd never decided or never thought that anything that I did was worthy of it. I enjoyed long distance. I enjoy pushing myself. So I always thought, is it worth it? Like an Ironman, I can bash out an Ironman. I might not be fast, but I can bash one out and I enjoy it. This was so out of my comfort zone, doing 3 days of riding, 200 plus miles a day, that I thought I would raise some money. And it really helped. Not only did it help the organisation that I raised the money for, but it also helped me. Seeing all the messages coming through being like, good luck, Tom, or you're doing really well, here's £10, or whatever like that. Once you got onto that 3rd day and you were knackered and your knees were aching and you were sore in the saddle and all that kind of stuff, those messages really help. So I cannot advise more that if you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, if you're doing something that's completely crazy to you, try raising some money and you'll be away. Honestly, it really helps motivation, along with doing something for a good cause. 7, plan your rest stops. I had done this okay. I definitely planned my rest stops pretty well, but not perfectly. And I would spend way more time looking at where we were stopping, what was there, how far away it was from food or from a shop or anything like that. The more planning you put in, the easier it gets. We had planned it really well and it wasn't too bad at all. Really didn't miss out any food on the list, didn't miss out any equipment, didn't miss anything really. Sam knew the whole route, I knew the whole route. It was fine that way. But rest stops, so important. Plan the rest stops, put them in areas that are vastly more accessible to everything else, rather than just, you know, it has a car park. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who sponsored me on the trip. Doing 600 miles in 3 days was hard. It was. Mentally, it was okay. Physically, it was hard. Would I do it again? Yes. Have I started planning the next one? Yes. Would I like to do it with other people? Yes. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.